Hello everyone, this is Mayank and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about Nifty IT. We'll talk in little bit details about what's happening in Nifty IT, and then we'll discuss about do we have opportunity in the IT stocks. If yes, which couple of stocks we might pick up which can give a decent run in the future. Okay, I'll not say very short term, but somewhere in the future. So this is the chart. What you can see is for Nifty IT. So if you see from the peak, I'll just try to give you a rational figure over here. If you see from the peak of within last 1 year, the stock has fallen down by 31.37%. I'll remove this drawing. Then if you see from your second peak like this, it's around 6th of April, it's fallen down around 27.1%. I'll remove this also. And if you see from last couple of like around 3 to 4 days, the stock has fallen. If you just to the graph from here, in around 3 days, the stock has fallen more than 9.38% or around 9% in 3 days. Right. So this is the kind of fall we have been seeing this IT sector from quite some time. Right. And now let's go. I'll show you what is this Nifty IT is all about. This graph is not for a particular IT sector. It's only for Nifty IT. You can see over here. So Nifty IT, what does it mean? If I see here, Nifty IT consists of 10 stocks. You can see the names: Coforge, HCL Technologies, Infosys, L&T Infotech, L&T Technology, Mindtree, Emphasis, TCS, Tech Mahindra, and Wipro. So the entire index, what you see when it's fall goes up, people say Nifty IT has fallen this much. This means this entire 10 stocks bucket of this 10 stocks has fallen down. Now, if you look closely into these 10 stocks, the biggest 3 stocks are HCL, which is market cap of almost 2,40,368. Infosys is a market cap of exactly almost double of Infosys, double of HCL Technologies, that is 5,79,438 crores. Exactly almost double of that is TCS, 11 lakh crores. That is like huge amount, 1 million, more than 1 million crores of market cap. Right. Other stocks, if you see, if you combine them, they together, if you include, doesn't include Wipro. If you combine everything else together, they might reach Infosys, not even close to Infosys in some cases, right? And if you include this particular Wipro, they might touch Infosys. That means whenever there is a big fall in Infosys, TCS and your HCL, that means the entire Nifty will go down. And whenever there is up move in these 3 stocks, Nifty will go up. So understand the second part very importantly. Whenever there is up move in these 3 stocks, Nifty IT will go up, or whenever somebody says Nifty IT has moved up, that means these 3 stocks will move up. Now, this is one part. Okay. Second part, what I'm trying to say is this Nifty. So this Nifty IT consists of TCS. TCS has 11 lakh crores of market cap. Look at this figure. Here reference. In UPI in August, in just a month, UPI logged in transaction of 657 crores. Total value is only 10.72 lakh crore. I'm saying only because we are comparing it to Nifty. No, sorry, TCS. TCS is a company itself has market cap of more than what the entire company transacted using UPI in an entire 30 days of period. Now you might give a it's only 1 month and all, but see the population, whatever we have on people are using UPI and they are transacting entire value is less than the market cap of TCS. Even it has fallen down 30% from peak. We'll go to Infosys. Sorry, we'll go to TCS and check over here. Okay. So let me go on TCS and check on TCS. If you see NSC, so this is what has happened from the peak. I'll remove all the drawing. I've drawn it before to explain a few things. I'll just remove these drawings and I'll draw from the peak. So if you see, this is the peak we consider last 1 year. The stock has fallen 24.5% in last 1 year. After falling this much, the stock has a market cap of 11 lakh crore. That is more than the entire country transacting over a period of 30 days using UPI. So this is the kind of strength, this is how big TCS is right now. And same story goes for Infosys also. I'll remove this. Infosys is not as big as TCS in terms of market cap, but the graph and everything looks very, very similar. Very, very similar. I'll explain the graph also why it looks very, very similar. In terms of the peak, the drop is almost 28.29%. So these 2 stocks are falling very, very similar, creating a similar chart pattern. Let's go to your third company, HCL Technologies. So if I go for HCL Technologies, we'll see how it operates. You can see exactly similar chart pattern. Okay, exactly similar. This is the beauty of all these 3 stocks, because they comprise of entire what is this? So they comprise of entire Nifty IT. So this also has fallen a little more than that. It's almost 30. I'll take here almost 35%, because it's a almost 1/4 size of your TCS. That why the impact is even more. Let's go to Coforge and I'll show you one more thing. We'll just check how Coforge has performed over a period of time in NSE. The fall. If you see the fall from the peak, so I'll take the peak from here. The fall is around 45%. So see, the smaller is the company, the bigger is the fall when the entire index goes down. This is why I wanted to show you this chart, this entire spectrum, how many companies are there, because the bigger the company, the lesser is the fall. The faster it goes back when the market starts moving up. And whenever Nifty starts moving up, that means SCL, TCS, and Infosys have been the highest gainer or biggest mover in the case of, or fastest moving towards the upside when in the case of Nifty moving up or Nifty IT moving up. This is something which we need to keep in the mind. Now let's talk about. So I've cleared one point, that Nifty IT. What is Nifty IT? What is the constituents of Nifty IT? Whenever Nifty IT moves, which stock will move? Or whenever which stock moves, that means Nifty IT is moving up. So dependency between, or correlation between Nifty IT and the stocks is something which we discussed so far. Okay, now let's go into TCS. I'll not discuss fundamentals and everything because TCS is a well-known company. I don't go into all those things. Market cap wise, it's 11 lakh crore. I told it's much bigger. Like in one go, I'm sure that very few people can read this entire thing and say upfront what is the number written over here. It's so big. ROC and ROE is extremely good for a company this old. This is very good number. Debt equity ratio 0.0. That's a debt free company. Those things we shouldn't be bothered about TCS or Infosys as such. Let's see the impact of it. If the market has fallen down 34%, that means there's something drastic should happen. Otherwise, the stock should not fall that much. So let's see what drastically happened. Spend 30 seconds or less than 30 seconds and see just if you can point out a single quarter where this company has made less revenue than the previous quarter. I have not seen any quarter here which is they were made less revenue. Just profit wise, if you see, they have dipped little bit in profit, less profit compared to last 2 quarters or last 3 quarters, because the employee cost has increased, and this is true for every company. The employee cost has increased because of inflation, people switching a lot of jobs, and demand of IT post COVID. So every company wants for digitization, and because of which the offers in the case of people are getting more and people are switching a lot, and this has raised to the cost of employee expenses. So this is not a permanent boom. This always will get settled down a bit, or companies will start charging more to the client. So whatever these companies will pass on the cost to the clients eventually. So maybe suppose this is ABC Bank and Infosys or TCS is in contract with that bank for 3 years of project. So that is a fixed bid project or a TNM based project, right? So people don't know fixed bid and TNM. So TNM is like you bill per hour basis, and fixed bid is you bid for a particular kind of functionality or particular kind of time period. So for 3 months I'll take to build a screen. For that I'll charge X amount of dollars. That is fixed bid. If I have to build a feature which nobody knows how much time it will take, we just forecast it. So it will go through TNM model, time and machine work, what we say, right? So these are two models. Is how this entire IT industry performs and all those things. So now we'll see how this thing I told you how this performs. Right now, if you see any quarter, no problem. Net profit little bit decreased because of employee cost, that will be taken care of. If you see yearly wise, if you see, give me a single quarter where this company has made less money than before year, or sorry, a single year where this company has made less money than before year, you will not find it, because they have done it in the past. They have been doing for quite a long time. They know how to manage the entire cost and billing and everything to make money or make profit every other year. So from 11,000 crores, 2011 to 52,000 crores in last 12 months, they have made this increase the profit. So look, there's no problem with the company. There is nothing that TCS is doing wrong. Let's go to Infosys. Okay. So let's go to Infosys and just check the same thing. We'll just go directly to profit and loss. Fundamental wise, I'll not spend a lot of time. This company is debt on 6,000 crores, net profit 22,000 crores. Debt to equity ratio 0.08, ROE is very good. So these fundamental points, nobody should worry about this kind of huge companies. Like they are a brand, they are not a company, they are a brand as such. If you go for quarterly, you see they have been also been doing good. There is nothing something, it's like not very good as compared to Infosys, but they are not doing bad. There is also increment of quarterly revenues also 24,570, 25,927, 26,000, 27,000, 29,000, 31, 30 to 34. Maybe they will show some impact in this particular quarterly profits. Same reason their employee cost has increased. If you want to see on that, you can expand the expenses and you can see the employee cost are raised by just 1%, is 53%. So this is the same reason. Attrition and the cost of hiring people have increased. If you go to profit and loss, tell me a single year they made less revenue than previous year. 27, 33, 40, 50, 53, 62, 68, 70, 82, 90, 1 lakh, 1 lakh 21, 1 lakh 28. Same goes for profit also. If you see 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 15 again little bit dip, 16, 19, 22, 22,307. So even though the profit is not huge compared to previous year, but still they made more money. So these companies are very well established to not make money. So these companies not making money might happen in smaller size companies where there are very fluctuation in contracts. But these companies had clients which are there with them for 10 years, 15 years also, and they have established that kind of clientele, client base or clientele, what we say, where they don't need to worry about this kind of dips. So my entire point was to say you that the kind of drop what we are seeing, I'll just go back to TCS. So the kind of drop what we are seeing, I told you around 24% from top. This is not because TCS has done any wrong, or this is not because Infosys has done any wrong. This is only because the entire macroeconomics is not supporting the sector. There is a fear of recession in US. There is a fear of inflation going high. There is fear of interest rate increasing. All those things are together be the culprit of this kind of stocks going down. But in the hindsight, this provides a very good opportunity for people who understand that there is nothing wrong on the company, there is nothing wrong that is happening with the company or with their management. So I personally think it's an opportunity if you are someone who want to invest in the IT sector, to believe the growth of this IT sector. Don't go here and there and pick some stocks which has promised a lot of growth. There are some companies which have a lot of growth, but if you are not into that kind of understanding, okay, so let's for example, I talk about Tanla platform, which I talked about few times in my channel. 1.5 months back I told it can go to 10x also. Okay, so why? Because it works in a particular sector of IT, like it's a CPaaS company. But if you're someone who don't understand that kind of things and don't even want to understand, then and still want to invest in IT sector, go for TCS, Infosys blindly, and they are available at a very good price right now. In terms of chart pattern, this is a very strong base, extremely strong base. This was there here also. I'll just try to highlight these parts. This was a base here, this was a base here, this went up from here, this was a base, it touched here briefly, then it touched here briefly, again it's touching here. I'm not saying this might not fall, but this is a very strong base, and opportunity wise this is a very good opportunity from here. If it goes its all-time high, and today or tomorrow it will go, this definitely has to go. There is no other option. These companies has always made high. If you see all-time high, no matter what happened, no matter what happened, these companies eventually go up. Okay, so it will eventually go up. So this also creates a very good opportunity. Same goes for Infosys also. I'm not recommending you TCS or Infosys. I'm saying these companies, TCS, Infosys, SCL, this has been doing extremely good. Same goes for Infosys also. They have been growing up, sometimes very fast, sometimes little on the sideways, but eventually these companies go up. And this kind of fall because of external factors, gives very good opportunity to invest in this kind of stocks, because they established quite reliable companies which make money, which had been making money. So this was my understanding of the IT sector. People are cursing a lot. This will go through a like downtime, like there will be a lot of crash and all those things happen. It might happen, it might not happen, but these companies will persist. These companies will be there, and they will always give you a lot of money compared to other risky stocks where you might make a lot of money if you know how to analyze. But if you don't know how to analyze, close your eyes, take the advantage of the opportunity and invest in these stocks. They are really good, and they will return a very good profit in the long term, or in the medium term also. Around 2 years you can take, they will return a very good profit. Let's see one very important, how much profit Infosys can give you. So this is one chart. I will just take briefly what can happen in the, let's see if it reaches previous peak. If you see the kind of return from here, this is a return of around 40%. 40% if you get in 1 year, 1.5 year, or even in 2 years, I'm telling you, because this is, you are taking zero risk. There is nothing wrong in that. There's nobody can say it's a bad return. Neither anybody can suggest you that it can give you better return, completely risk free in the stock market of 40% return in 2 years. And I'm saying it might not take 2 years, because this is not how it this is not how these companies works. They will flourish very fast. So this was my video. This is my analysis. If you think it was helpful, do like the video, do share with your friends and family, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button so that it reaches to more and more people. Thanks so much for watching. Stay happy, stay safe.